first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
DC.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big run there by Gurley. 41 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And the Chiefs are going to signal for timeout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Goff on 1st down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked. yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Orange. Hey, 5. Jester.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Starting left here.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now, a field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Listen.
They come out here in the eye.
Maverick. Go, 12, go.
They're running with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin here with a run by West. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to find Conley. And all the way down to the 37. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
This is caught, Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
Super 66.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. The final shot before break here. Goff going up top for Kupp. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Zerline good with a PAT. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
So this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Mahomes now on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the toss, there goes Wentz. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not that time for Watkins. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Super one.
After the interception, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Gurley. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Super.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit...
Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Twos. 12.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Forced out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Left.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's West. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw.
And yet
this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people who can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now here comes Kansas City.
Left, 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 left.
Back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final minute. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Value 1.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Goff. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Super 66.
Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Allen Bailey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. One last throw here for Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Throwing now is Mahomes, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get...
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around and two stacking up, I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the gas never met a man that he can't.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. It's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
We're good.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flush to his right.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. That goes for a gain of 31. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
The carry here for the big tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now Goff on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got Sanu. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
11. Hey, South.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw is Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Ryan. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Wait! 54 south! Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Wide, 25 to 9. Switch. Hey, south! Ready for that!
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness. goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Cup, and he's got a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Gun. Go! 39.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Goff on first down. Flushed out right. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Super 66.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Sal. 21.
Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. His throw incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, space. Hey, south.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Super 66.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. So 2 quarters. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad play?
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. To throw is gone. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this one is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
So out come the Falcons now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let's go. 21. Hey, check 21. Let's go.
Freeman again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Sanu. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again they run with Gurley. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They come out here in the eye.
Go, 12, go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Goff steps away to his left. And no, it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe...
Oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Being chased out left. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Starting left here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Louis. 76, tell him. 76.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And maybe a little frustration from Goff as he'll turn and call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you when I no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like Top left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine. It ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep scope. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Pork CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't. Win. Start chasing that. Win.
Yeah.
You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side in LA.